First Alert Weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
So we're getting lots of rain moving back into southern Kentucky right now. This is the very beginning of the more steadier rains for the rest of the afternoon. The winds, as we've talked about, have really started to pick up. In fact, we're getting some reports now of some downed trees in a few places. Just had a report out Plano Road of a tree down there. Greenville, Muhlenberg County, several reports of trees there. And you got to remember, the winds are picking up. The ground is becoming more saturated, and that's going to make it easier with these higher wind gusts to blow some trees over, maybe down some power lines come a little bit later. Right now, here's a look at First Alert Live Doppler radar. We're seeing that the bulk of the rain moving back into Bowling Green is going to be with us through the lunch hour. And as we look even further off to the south and west of us, well, it's going to be here for a long time. Look how far back. Here's Jackson, Tennessee. We go down I-40 all the way to Memphis, Tennessee. That's some very heavy rain that's falling there, and that's going to stick around for much of the rest of the afternoon. But we still have our severe weather risk here, although the risk is mainly going to be the potential for wind damage. I think that's going to be our primary focus for the rest of the afternoon and this evening, although as that front comes barreling in here closer to, say, after 7, between 7 and midnight tonight, and it pushes through the Bowling Green area, greater potential for damaging wind. Tornado threat's pretty low, but we can't completely rule that out. But I think heavy rains and the possibility of damaging wind certainly is something we're going to continue to watch. So we have a one-stop area that you can go to here before the storms start cranking up for all of your radar apps, a video forecast. You can see all of our AAA systems weather cams, live stream coverage. To know the weather before it knows you, check out our severe weather toolkit at WBKO.com. On our weather page, you'll see this yellow box area, and all the hot links are there for everything that you'll need to prepare for severe weather whenever it happens, because we want you to know what's coming down the pike. Here's a look at some mesonet sites now. Not everybody reporting, but we're getting mostly mid-60s, but it's the winds that are becoming a problem here. And as I mentioned, even a few scattered reports of some downed trees. Look at that 34-mile-per-hour wind gust right now in Glasgow, 37-mile-per-hour wind gust in Franklin, 32 miles per hour up in Calhoun. We said the winds could approach 40 miles per hour this afternoon, and that's certainly already the case. Look at the camera shaking here, Doppler cam. Rain coming back now in the city of Bowling Green, and the winds are going to make this a driving, kind of a blinding rain if you're out at lunch or even for the drive home. 62 right now, south winds at 17 with the barometer falling. Here is the live cam from Glasgow, weather cam from AAA Systems, 64 degrees and cloudy. The clouds up in Litchfield and Grayson County, 62 there. Munfordville, you're at 65 and mostly cloudy, and so is Mammoth Cave National Park at 64. 64 at the airport. Look at the big drop in temperature off to the north and west of us. That's the front coming in for later this evening. Look at the dew points that have come up here. Available moisture just waiting to be tapped into as energy from out west starts to tap into this system, which will be this evening. That's when we're expecting maybe the worst of the weather to happen. The strongest winds and maybe a thunderstorm, severe or two, possibly even a brief tornado spin up. But I think really right now, assessing the situation right now at this moment, mainly heavy rainfall potential, 1 to 2 inches of rain, and damaging wind potential. Tornado threat is not all that great. As we go into this evening, even close to the midnight hour, there's the front coming through the area, but it's moving quickly, so it'll be out of here for tomorrow. Sunshine returns, and then a couple of shots of cooler air in time for the weekend. So for the rest of today, windy and warm. Wind advisory still continues. Showers and thunderstorms 72. Breezy thunderstorms tonight. Heavy rainfall potential 54. 67 and clearing tomorrow. Cooler for the weekend as we get ready to fall back, of course, on Sunday. And then temperatures rebound back into the 60s as we get into the middle of next week. Stay connected to us and we'll keep you up to date on any developing severe weather. In the meantime, Midday returns in just a minute.